over here inside the Shattawale Studio 3. The song just gone by. How many times are we going to see our fellow human beings that we're going to stick with cinquentos and forget them? How many times are we not going to promote real talent, but want to promote phonies? How many times is it that when somebody's climbing the ladder, you want to get into the spiritual connotation and pull that person down? How many times don't we want to support the reality? That particular song, how many times is on all digital platforms? It has 27K views on YouTube from my brother man, Addi self. Without further ado, we done you actually like 30 minutes straight up, back-to-back songs, because we are beginning the conversation over here right now inside the Shattawale Studio 3. So from the 1-1s to the 10-10s and 10 tentacles, straight up from the 66 gold boxes side of things on the musical connotation. Over here inside the Shattawale Studio 3 is my brother man, former member, different, of the SM Militants, my brother man, Addi self, in the building. Addi? 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 Welcome to the show, campaign.
Respect, bad man, you know.
How have you been?
Charlie, good, Charlie.
How be the kiddie?
It be good, it's good now, and you know, because of last week, I know if come early for my fans, so this week, I'm here like 1 hour ago. But if people, you people, I just say, wait.
We're not right.
But because of the fans, you know, have to be on time.
It happens, and it's a live show. But I'm saying, man, this interview is going to be one of its kind. You know why?
Of course, I believe.
Because something happened last week, and today is something.
Yeah, that's.
But we are live.
That's just simple, like karma, you know,
yes.
Karma. We talking about karma here. Last week, I was late, and this week. You see, that's how karma works.
Life.
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah, that's the reality. Okay, so Addi self, I like your socks. That's the rain socks.
Yeah, man.
Rain.
Rain forever. You know?
Straight. Anyways, how has it been?
Well, it's been good. You know, good. You know, we just pushing, trying to get our music out there. You know, yeah. I think it's been good.
You's a reggae dancehall artist or reggae artist or dancehall artist?
Reggae dancehall artist, yes, strictly dancehall. But you know, when I met Shattawale, you know, he nurtured me to some kind of level to singing in a commercial way and stuff. That's why I can do songs like Addi, you understand? It's commercial, so I believe.
How did you join the SM?
Well, I joined SM, you know, way back. As a fan, I was really supporting him and I was really posting his stuff, and he sees the kind of works I've been doing as well, and I was pushing myself as well. So I believe we've been talking on Facebook like since 2015, 2016. We've been talking on Facebook on a half song I sent it to him. So basically we've been talking before. I went to Accra More to buy his own tickets for Ghana meets Niger. Okay. And then boom, I saw his car and I just drive by. And he was like, yo, Addi, link up. So from there, I wrote him on Facebook. He gave me his number. I called him, and I came home, and boom, everything started. Yeah.
And so, for how long were you with the Militant? Were you part of it?
Well, I think almost 3 years.
Were you signed?
Yes, I was signed.
And what were you obliged to do?
Like how?
What was your duty with the
Militant? My duty is, you know, do music, you know, play shows, and you know, live life and look after my family. So I think that's what I've been doing all these years. But then you see Ghanaians, most of the time when you are under a record label, they don't really watch you. They always watch the bigger heads because they are the heads of the record label. But sometimes when a record label signs an artist, I believe they should really look down and see what's going on with the artist, because I don't really see people promoting themselves like they have to, and I've been putting in the work.
Were there rules and regulations governing the SM Militants?
Well, you know that even in TV Africa, there's rules and regulations. So every company, I believe there's rules and regulations. So yes, there's.
What was your duty, actually? What were you supposed to do for the Militants?
As an artist, you know, I'm supposed to release songs and shoot videos and always go on like radio tours, make sure I promote my stuff. And I believe, you know, Shatter movement is not just like, it's bigger than music, I would say, you understand? So I believe I've been doing my best, and, you know, till the time that, you know, boom guy.
But people of the view that when we talk about SM Militant, everything was around Shattawale.
Yeah.
And so people feel maybe what the Militant was supposed to do for the SM, the Militant didn't do it. Because it was always Shattawale and the SM.
Exactly. Well, if you say what the militant are supposed to do, they are not doing it, you are making a mistake, because you can even watch with the songs we've released with him together is one of his biggest songs and stuff like that. So if we are not like important, he has worked with other artists, like some other couple of youths before us.
That's right.
And you know, it didn't happen like that. We have Taking Over, we have Thunderfire, we have Forgot It. All of the songs are, you know, big songs. And also our singles, I believe, are also big songs. But then, you know, when you're on the Shatter movement, as I was saying, the media really don't focus on you. So people, we do the work, but people don't really see it, or they don't really focus on us.
I know you gave him the name, you gave Shattawale the name One Dawn.
Yeah, man.
Way back in 2016.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But can you tell me what, I mean, for somebody who's never heard you speak or any of the militants speak, you're here, so let's get it straight. What was actually the reason? Did they sack you? Did they sack you guys, or you guys left the SM? Because
Well,
virtually what you're saying is that you were doing the most for
yeah,
the
yeah,
SM.
of course.
Yes.
I was doing the most, you know.
Yeah.
But what happened is, you saw what happened. My father, my godfather, Shattawale, who I really admire and, you know, watch so much, came on live and, you know, talk his mind and blah, blah. We had issues, you know, that I believe we are trying to sort with some of the big people in Shatter movement. We have big men in Shatter movement, kings and real kings who really watch, like when we have problems, they come in and sort it. Yeah. So they are trying to sort things, and all of a sudden I saw Captain came live, all of a sudden Wale 2 came live and all that. So I don't really, it was a surprise to me. So yeah, I don't really see it going that way. I knew that it was a family thing. That's why you see me, I don't want to go somewhere and go and sit and talk some things about my family, because I really believe in the secrecy. Yeah.
So did you call, when Captain came out, did you call him to tell him, nah, this move is a wrong move?
Well, I did not call him, because...
Did you call Shattawale when he also came out?
No, because I know Shattawale and I know when he's hungry and how he does his thing. So I believe it's time that he feels like we have to do our own thing, but he can't just tell us in a good way or something like that. So I think it's good, but you know, we're just trying to work. So I believe everything is gonna work out.
Do you regret not being with the militant?
Well, no, I don't regret anything in my life. Whatever I've done, I believe is part of the destiny. Yeah.
When last did you speak with Shatta?
Oh, a couple, like a month ago, before this brouhaha and stuff, yeah.
So ever since the brouhaha, you've not spoken with him?
Yeah, I've not spoken
But
to
you
him.
dropped a song for him, I mean...
Grateful Letter
Grateful
to Shattawale,
Letter.
yeah.
What did he say after you dropped it?
Well, he didn't say anything, but I know he heard it and he loves it. But he didn't say anything like in public.
But you guys don't speak back though?
No, we did not talk since whatever happened. We did not really talk. I'm just focused on me right now, trying to work things out for myself.
What's your definition of loyalty? With
I
respect to the Grateful song.
I am loyalty. Me, I'm loyalty. Yeah, the definition is loyalty. I deserve is loyalty.
Straight.
You understand? Because I believe loyalty is a word, it's not a... loyalty is not a word, it's a lifestyle, you understand? So I live it, because I believe whatever happened and Captain coming out and him coming out and saying a lot of stuff, I believe if I was disloyal, I would go wayward, you understand? So I believe to keep the loyalty. So I think we're on the right channel.
But how has life been since you guys, should I say, disowned by the SM Lord, or if that's the best word to use? How has life been for you as
you know, I've been on the street all my life until I met Shattawale, because he's the highest person I've ever met in my life. So before I met him, I was doing everything by myself, you know, talking about taking care of my family, my friends, you know, a couple of youth in the area. So I think life has been better, you know, because it has really showed me how to lean on myself rather than, you know, depending on people and stuff like that. So life has been blessing and great after Shatta movement.
So, I mean, comparatively, with when you were with the SM, the Militants, and now, which one do you give thanks to Allah for?
Well, I give thanks to Allah for all of it because I believe it's life experience and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful.
Zongo to BBC.
Yeah, man, maybe first.
Straight out. Actually, you're the only youth from the Zongo community who has actually hit the BBC sound.
Exactly.
How did you do it?
Well, I did it with the help of my godfather, Shattawale, because I believe we went to a tour, which is this Rain album tour, and we did a couple of shows in London. So BBC had to call us and, you know, we go do a couple of freestyles and stuff like that. So that's how I got the opportunity to you know, be in BBC. So that's why I'm ever grateful to him. No matter what he says, I believe, you know, a father gets mad at times and, you know, it will be sorted.
So some people have the view that Shattawale sits on talents he gives opportunity to. What would you say, having worked with Shattawale before?
Ask your question again.
I'm saying some people have the view that when you get close to Shattawale, instead of Shattawale putting you there, he actually, you're going to be around him, but he's not going to give you the green light as you're supposed to get.
Exactly.
What would you say about it, having worked with him?
You know, everybody and his or her mindset. So Shatta has his own mindset of working with people. So you need to understand, because you see, I've been working with him almost 5 years now, and you know, I've been doing my best. But if people are outside, so they are the ones watching. If you are playing football, you can't see what you are doing. So when people talk, I believe they know what they see. There's a little bit of truth in every rumor, so it's all good.
But you were one of the people. Well, I knew about Tiny. I knew about how do we call it? Sugar Tone from way back in the days when it was Bandana. You know, people who laid themselves down for Shattawale.
Yeah.
And Pope Skinny right now is not in good terms with him.
Yeah.
Yourself, everywhere you go, I see you talking positively about him.
Yeah, right.
And I can tell you're a loyal person, regardless of whatever has gone through.
Exactly.
Now,
respect for that.
when Shatta came out, I thought, he being your godfather, you could have picked up your phone and then reached out to him.
He was not picking up my calls. You know, I've been texting him, he's not responding. He even said it in his live video that I'm texting and calling. So me being myself, you know, as I'm at the self, well, everybody knows addicted to myself. If not Shattawale, you know, I would not get myself addicted to anybody, you understand, but myself. So since he's not picking my call, he's not responding, I just have to stay in my lane and, you know, try to push.
Addi.
Addi wo.
And I went to
Addi wo.
Addi wo hamana yana.
Ah, bibi aye.
It's Debbie aye, but because Addi wo honinti ama that aye yana.
Oh, Debbie, that one only hour. I just say only hour. Say maybe let's say your kid, when your kid like poo on your leg, you can't just cut your leg. You have to clean it. So I believe he's trying to clean it or something.
So if Shatta calls you after the show, say, hey, come. come and let's talk about it. What would you say?
Well, you know,
would you want to go back?
I would love to work with him because, you know, working with him is, you know, it opens my brains and stuff like that. Straight. But I can't just go back like that because, you know, he said a couple of abusive words, you know, which, you know, hurt my parents and stuff like that. So when we are going back, we have to sit down and have a, you know, matured agreement and my parents being in support and stuff like that before I can really.
Addi wo. What does it mean?
Means a be wo. It be something they there. Nana, nana. Appearance.
I mean, who coined the title? I mean, the Addi wo, who coined
Well, it's a street anthem, you know, from my friend, you know, Allow Someone Plan, you know. He's been, you know, anytime I call him, he will say, Addi wo, nana, Addi wo, nana.
That's right.
And then I'm like, what is this Addi wo and stuff like that. It's like, Addi wo, scour. And say, this term. And everybody, like, when I see the street, when somebody's winning, he'll be saying Addi wo. Like, if you are winning, automatically Addi wo. So as he say, like, yo, since I'm from the street and, you know, I represent them, I just have to give them a song like that.
Straight out, ladies and gentlemen, street anthem. This particular one has 10K views on YouTube. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, homies and chicks, come coming out of the camp of the essence side of things. My brother man, Addi said, what is